So, thank you everyone for joining us on our 9th episode of our show. That is me and Lionel together talking about things that are going to happen or have happened in the week, or in our case, 5 weeks. So I've been away. I did have a baby in that time. Yes, a little beautiful boy, depending on if you think babies are beautiful or not. I'm actually one of the firm people that think babies aren't that great to look at. But he's 7 now, 7 weeks old. So he's grown into his looks. He was kind of like this. Now he's much more like, do you know what I mean? So, thanks for joining us. Oh, intro, mate.
Mini Matters, a miniature and painting podcast.
And we are back. And it is Lionel and myself. And obviously we're back in this episode today, is what we mean by back. But we do have other news. Baby, of course, number one.
Congratulations, by the way. Obviously, I've congratulated you on WhatsApp, but this is the first time I've been able to congratulate you in person. So,
in real life, as it were.
Yeah.
Obviously, not quite real life. We will be in real life on Thursday, my good friend.
We will. Looking forward to it.
Are we going to play a game, or you don't really have 40k, do you?
I've got a Horus Heresy army, so I suppose if I find a codex.
Tricky. Let's just meet up in Warhammer World. I will bring my army though, and I think
and I'll bring mine, and we'll lay it out and do nothing with it.
We could just pretend. We could just do like a lore-based game.
Just make sounds.
Elder would be more like, I think. I don't know. Like psychic powers don't. Anyway, so the other news, which you don't know about, other than in principle, is so the way it came about as well. I can give you some background just to build it up. Is and if you like the video, please like, subscribe, share. Because get them in before you drop it. And the nail varnish is from my daughter. That's not a life choice, by the way. Just in case you see that pop up. We were filling in the content creator pass for Golden Demon because obviously we want to be, big dogs, press, get all the whatever. And so I was filling in yours and I's form, and then I was like, hang about. Arnau is like a good mate, and he likes painting, and he actually knows some good stuff about the hobby. And I was like, why not I just put his name down when I applied. I hope they probably won't watch to backtrack it. And then we got accepted and he got accepted. And then when he got accepted, I was like, why don't you just join Mini Matters? And he was like, yeah, okay. And that was it. So Arnau's coming on board. But I was like, but I don't think you should join every episode because you've actually got a life. And he was like, yeah, I do have a life. So I think he'll be coming in probably every other show. So it'll be the three of us in exactly the same format that we're doing now, basically, except that there'll just be Sonny Arnau and his cats, no doubt.
Surely we've got to have an Ask Arnau section.
That's a good idea. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can incentivize the viewers. When you got the Big Balls Arnau coming in. So, I mean, obviously we've got his great personality, which is the reason why I want him there. Because I enjoy his company so much. That sounds facetious and
that sounds very sarcastic.
Sarcastic as well.
I know you're not being sarcastic.
But yeah, like
one of the most laid back, easygoing.
Yeah, he's a good kid, isn't he? And what's more weird is he watches this, and we'll be talking about him while he watches it. So we could say anything, and he'd see it, and then but he wouldn't reply directly. So we can call him a piece of shit, and he'll only be able to watch us calling that. But he won't be able to go, you're also. Banter works both ways. So anyway, Arnau's coming on board, which I'm very excited about, actually. So yeah, I don't know if we want to have like a special segment in the show where it's like Ask Arnau. How do you do blending?
I think it's down to what he wants to do. But I think obviously having somebody with that skill there, maybe we get the viewers to write or send us questions or queries, and we maybe put one or two to him every episode that he's on, alongside the normal chat topic. It'd be interesting for people to see how we would approach certain subjects. Obviously, we don't want to turn it into a complete show and tell, but maybe a couple of questions thrown in that he can answer in 5 minutes would be interesting. Might be interesting to the viewers.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do it in a way that doesn't feel like it's work, and I'd also like to do it like anonymously. Like, you know how you have the anonymous box where they're like, when a team coach wants to get everyone because they're too afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like that, actually. The joke doesn't work that well. Yeah.
Oh, that was a joke.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
It's been so long. I'm going to have to reacclimatize to.
But I agree. Like, I think that hopefully will just come naturally by us having conversations. People will leave comments, won't they, and ask questions. Then we can address them in 2 weeks, I guess. But yeah, that's basically it. Our now is part of Mini Matters in a kind of, as you were, maybe contractor basis, except we're just mates, so we're paying with friendship, I guess.
We don't get paid. We haven't been paid in.
That's true.
6 years.
We've
got nothing.
We have been doing this a while, actually. Lionel, like 4 years, right?
It's got to be longer than that.
It was before COVID, but not that long before.
Was it before COVID?
Yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to meet up, would we?
Yeah, we started. No, we started it in the last SMC before COVID hit.
There you go.
So
October, so 4.5 years.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. That's almost an insult to my bloody hell. We were so young when we started. We had hopes and dreams, Lionel. It's nice to be back on the cast, though. Truth be told, it's been a long time, and when you're locked in the house, I've basically I went on a stag do on the weekend, but before that,
I saw the photos. I can't believe you've taken photographic evidence. You never take photographic evidence of a stag do.
I took multiple GoPros, and
I'm surprised they let you set that up, though.
Well, they don't
Bearing
know.
in mind what it's caught, they must have seen those cameras. Those shots are.
Well, on my stags 7 years ago, I ended up butt naked on the strippers podium, and one was riding me, the other one was whipping me, and I didn't want that to happen, but that was all on video as well, and
you recorded it.
I didn't.
Or somebody else did.
Yeah, one of my mates did on a GoPro that I took with me, obviously. So,
are you capable of going anywhere without a GoPro?
No. I was going to say now. Well, I'll be honest. The stag, I was contemplating not. I was like, do I really want to bring it? I was like, nah. The day before, I was just like, just enjoy the moment. Do you know what I mean? And I do enjoy the moment with the GoPro there, which is why I have the ones with the clasp.
It's not only that. It's the fact that one, that they let you record, but two, those images have come back to haunt somebody.
Well, the only plus side, okay, obviously we're going a bit of a tangent here, but I have the videos, so unless someone takes my NAS drive, no one would have the videos because I don't upload them to but they still exist somewhere. So yeah, and and you've got to kind of ask yourself, but then every single person was with their phone taking photos, so it's like that's just modern day stags, I guess.
Is it? Okay, fair
Seems
enough.
that way. So yeah, obviously we're pre-Golden Demon. We are 7 days away exactly as time of recording, Thursday, from Golden Demon. And I'll tell you what, I've not looked forward to an event in as long as I have this. And obviously, Lionel, you're not coming for all of it.
Yeah, so I've got on my wife's side, we've got a close family wedding, which I could have possibly made it, but now that they made it a 4-day event in Manchester, as opposed to a 3-day event in Coventry, I can't. I'm basically going to be down there Friday night with you guys. Saturday, I'm coming home Saturday at 5 because there's a pre-wedding party. Then I'm driving up again to Manchester for the Sunday. I wasn't going to, so originally I wasn't going to be doing that, but I went to see a friend last weekend, funnily enough, in Manchester.
And the drive wasn't that bad, right?
Well, I did it on a Sunday, so the roads are quiet anyway, but I did it in an hour and 40, which I never thought I would do. So as a result of that, I thought, you know what, an hour 40 each way, that's doable. So I will be back down again, hopefully, on the Sunday.
For the awards, I guess. No, the awards are on Monday.
The awards is on the Monday, but I will not be there on the Monday because that's when the wedding is. So I will miss the Golden Demon Awards.
Why do they do the awards on a Monday, the wedding on a Monday? Who am I to judge as well? But
it's a bank holiday, isn't it? That's why.
Why not do it on a Saturday or Sunday, and then have anyway?
Well, because there are
cheaper.
2 or 3 parties because culturally there are 2 or 3 parties beforehand. So far, there have been 3 parties, and the wedding hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah, fair play.
So, yeah, but typically, bank holiday weekends are
When people
the
do them.
go-to, aren't they, for wedding dates? Yeah, early May or late May or August.
Yeah, I suppose that's
So,
prime time wedding, isn't it? Actually.
yeah. So, yeah, what threw me is the fact that it's now a 4-day event. I'm talking about
Well,
Fest.
this leads perfectly onto this. So, obviously, we're now like content creators officially for Golden Demon Games Workshop. I still can't fathom that we got approved. I feel like it's some.
I was genuinely surprised when we finally got a response, because I say we, it's the royal we. You have been like a dog with a bone, emailing, and I even said to you on more than one occasion, "Let it go, Jamie. It's not going to happen."
Can't let
And
it
then
go, mate.
out of the blue, we
Popped
got
up.
approved for press.
Shocker, shocker, and it's only a shocker because I don't think our content reaches the same demographic maybe as what they're like. Primarily, we're not 40k. What Games Workshop are we? Like, our interests are much more.
It's painting.
Yeah,
it's more diverse.
So
yeah, it's more painting centric, isn't it, than it is.
Yeah, now Albert, for example. Obviously, Albert's a 40k Warhammer person, but but still, but only this year. Before that, he hadn't been in 16 years. But so one thing that I am extremely confused by is it's so you can go on Friday, but I don't think the event starts. But you can go and register your Golden Demon stuff until 10 p.m. So then you've got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and obviously Monday will be shorter, but that's more or less 2.5, 3 days. There are no staff there, so there's no Forge World staff or Games Workshop staff with advanced previews of things they're working on to talk to, etc. I think there is like, what's that thing called, where you can
demo paint and take away. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, so I think there's stuff that you have to pay extra for that, don't you?
I don't know.
I think you do. Well, you did in the past, I think. But anyway, the only point I'm trying to make is I'm really curious to see if there's going to be enough stuff to do over that time. Obviously,
yeah.
Well, we had Golden Demon. That was 2 days, wasn't it? The one in October.
That was 2 days, and
that went too quick.
Was the one in Coventry a 2-day event? It was, wasn't it? It was a Saturday Sunday event, wasn't it?
Yes, 2 days.
You had the week. You had the weekender ticket.
Yeah.
So this is the first time it's gone to 3 days.
And I think that Golden Demon. So on the face of things, I think there won't be enough to do. On the flip side, having remembered the last ones, I didn't feel like there was enough time. I didn't even see all the because you're catching up with people, you're talking. Obviously, we're trying to film all the models, etc. So, I'm very interested to basically see what is going to happen. Squiggerpolt. The fuck is Squiggerpolt?
From my point of view, I had serious FOMO. So I kind of came to terms with not entering Golden Demon because I knew quite earlier on that I wasn't going to make it as soon as I realized it was a 4-day event. So I came to peace with that, and it kind of lifted the pressure off me in the sense that I could just focus on the 2 events that I am entering, which will be SMC and Monte San Savino this year. So it means I've got a slower approach to that. I can focus on that. So that wasn't the aspect. But when I obviously knew you guys were going, and there's a bigger group this time. So we've got Arnau, Albert, yourself, Tony, who joined us in October, and we've got Arnau's partner, who is also his business partner in Beyond Miniatures, Alejandro. I hope I'm pronouncing that.
I think he's not coming
sorry.
now.
Oh, is he not?
I think so. I think so.
Okay, well, he was potentially coming. So
yeah, he was. Yeah.
That was going to be a big one. So I did have FOMO in that sense, fear of missing out, but also when the information was sketchy, as in it was moving from Coventry to Manchester, it looked like a bigger venue. It was going over 3 days. It's nice to see some things don't change. It was going over 3 days, and I thought there's going to be so much to see and do there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss so much. I'm going to have to race around on day one to see as much as I want, and then I'm going to miss out on so much. Now that we have this map, I'm struggling to see
Yeah, what you can even do.
how you. Yeah, and it begs the question: is it designed to be a venue that you visit for the entire weekend, or have they put it over 3 days with the idea that you only need one day there, but by putting it over 3 days, it maximizes the potential for the community to go down there for at least one day and see it all? Because when we saw it extended to 3 days, my initial thought was there's going to be so much to
That's
do
what I
there.
thought. Yeah, yeah.
You need 3 days, but maybe I'm just thinking of something. Maybe we're looking at this wrong. Maybe it's designed to be that you've got one full day there, and you either go down on one of the days that suits you.
The thing is, I have no idea. Obviously, War Games Day in the past, as a kid, in that arena, you had one day, and you ran around like a bloody lunatic trying to see everything, like, and it was absolutely heaving as well. So that's kind of what I've got in my head, that there's just too much to do, and you've only got a day, even though obviously you've got a lot more day. So, and also I don't know how big the event is. Like, obviously we're looking at this map here. I don't know what that is, because that demo area looks bloody tiny. But
Yeah,
it maybe the arena is like the Birmingham Arena, and it's fucking huge, and like the demo area has like 10 tables in it or something. I also like that Golden Demon is next to the toilets. That did make me laugh a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm still extremely excited, and I think this is the new what's that word? It's like a new type of Warhammerfest. I don't know what the right word is, but so I think there probably will be teething issues and things they'll learn for next year that did work and didn't work, because it is like a new concept. It's not a new concept, but
the other thing I'm thinking about as well is, do we think that map's final, or do we think that they're keeping some big reveals off that map, and that map will develop once we get there?
well, they've already kind of announced what they're going to announce in terms of games, aren't they? So,
They have, but you know how they do on all these events, they do an online reveal.
yeah.
So they did it at Adepticon, these new miniatures are coming, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I just wonder whether that stuff will be there, but they're not announcing it now because it might be spoilers for the big.
Like super, but I thought that the things they revealed were already quite big. Hold on. Yeah, right. Just so like they're revealing 10th edition on Saturday, 9 a.m., which seems huge to me.
It does, but what we've seen so far is a Terminator, a Librarian, or
Right, I get
Librium,
what you mean. Like they'll actually reveal the models and all the new things.
the whole box. Yeah, the whole
yeah.
box that will be there, the rules,
I
everything.
wonder if you can buy it. I would probably buy it there if they had.
No, you can't. I doubt you will be able to. It'll be a summer launch like it normally is.
Yeah, okay.
But the pull will be you'll get to handle all the pieces, see everything, see the content.
You could do that online.
Maybe not the rules. Sometimes they don't let you see the rules, but you'll see all the models.
Well, they have. So here they actually have the demo area. Is they're gonna have so that you can play 10th edition there. But I guess my point is, like, what else can they be revealing when they're doing Warhammer the Old World, Horus Heresy, Age of Sigmar?
Well, it's the detail, isn't it? So in terms of, there might be an Emperor model. I'm not saying there is, but that would be a big reveal. If the Emperor was released in Horus Heresy, that would be a big deal, and that model might be there. Also, a lot of people are really excited about Warhammer Old World, which is their equivalent of Horus the Horus Heresy, but for fantasy. So depending on how much there is there, so it depends on the detail, which they might not be showing on the map. There might be a whole display there for what's coming. I don't know. I'm not saying that map might be final. I'm just thinking, is it possible that closer to the time, to stop spoilers, we might get a more detailed map showing more to do there? Because at the minute, it's looking quite sparse.
Yeah, I mean, all those pink ones, I've no. Are they retailers? Well played games, Cubicle 7.
Well, there's a key there, but because it's quite small on my top, I can't.
Oh, I see. It. Well, yeah, Titan Walk, Everguild. I guess these are Squigapult. I guess these must be Is it not called that?
No, because he keeps saying Squiggle. You're fascinated with this Squiggle.
Yeah, I just don't know what it is. I reckon they might be like the games developers where they have like previews of
Yeah, third party.
yeah, but not
Licensed.
like yeah, exactly, yeah, not like somebody who's like Element Games or
licensed.
something.
Yeah, licensed games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I went to Warhammer World Open Day as well, which was in, I can't remember when it was now, March, was it this year, or maybe earlier than that? And I noticed quite a big change there. So the Open Day, you used to get what's missing here as well. The artists, you'll get some studio staff there.
Really
you get that
surprised
insight. When I went to Warhammer Open Day, none of that was there. There was basically take and paint, paint and take home models.
Yeah.
But instead, they had a huge table with cosplayers. So this official cosplayer society was there, and there must have been about 30 of them telling you how to get into cosplay and design your suit, which I thought was a bit bizarre.
It's different. That is very different from the staff members.
Yeah, and it looks like the same thing is happening here, where the staff members, the heavy metal team, the designers aren't going to be there anymore.
Yeah, we know they're not going to be there, which is as you say, yeah.
And that for me was one of the biggest pulls, to be able to speak to people who design the models, who paint the models, and whatnot. So that's clearly a change now, whereby they are shielding the creators from public view and public scrutiny, and I don't know why that is.
I'm not sure, unless it's more like moving to more corporate in general, where I mean, they already did in every single thing that they do. Maybe this is just the final, or it's just simply that the staff don't want to work over the weekend.
What was interesting is when they had the old CEO, they did move to this model whereby there weren't personalities involved. It was just Games Workshop. Yeah. Then when they changed, they moved back to all the studio stuff. Like I showed you my 2019 what do you call it? Venue. What do you call it?
Yeah, the brochure or whatever. Like
and I showed you the pages of all the staff members that were there. There were like 3 pages worth of staff members. Now, I don't know if it is the case, and I don't know whether it's rumor, but I've heard rumors that they're getting a bit fed up of staff using Games Workshop as a springboard to launch their own careers.
Oh, like the paint man, Too Thin Paints.
Yeah. So the personalities are now becoming quite strong, and then what they do is they set off and then become rivals to Games Workshop. And I think maybe I don't know if this is true, but maybe not detailing who sculpted what and which personalities you don't know who they are, because the classic one was you get a Warhammer TV presenter who'd be there for about a year and a half. Next thing you know, they leave and they launch their own.
I just saw that there was a lady, I didn't know that she did presenting or anything, but she did a load of, I don't know if it was painting or whatever it was. She just left Warhammer TV.
Oh, has she?
Yeah.
So there was, she was the most recent one. You had Duncan. The first one was obviously Duncan.
Then the bald guy.
He's gone off to make quite a lot of money. You've had Peaches, that Peaches guy, who's now gone off and is doing his own.
His head looks like a peach. Is that it, or is it actually his name?
I think no, that's his name.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch it. So, but he's now gone off and done his own, obviously, painting tutorial.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just fed up of just that.
But they can't stop that because they need public faces.
Do they? Or do they just need hands? That are painting
and a voice.
Yeah. Let's be honest. All they need is hands. The model.
But I think it's good to have that human, because it like people buy into that brand, don't they? Like,
did you pay for Warhammer TV?
No, but I'm not the target market, am I? Middle-aged man.
I think most people who tune into Warhammer TV, particularly the painting tutorials, just want to know how to paint their Space Marine.
I didn't even know they had painting tutorials on Warhammer TV, truth be told.
Yeah.
I thought they were all on YouTube.
I don't know her name. I don't know her name.
I don't know. I'd never heard of her, but I saw an article about it.
I have heard her, but
Yeah,
she was the face of Warhammer TV when it became
right, got you.
subscription.
Yeah.
And she was the individual who did all the painting tutorials.
Yeah. Well, they've lost that little son of a gun, haven't they? I'd like to see
So
that.
so interesting enough, has she gone off to start up her own
Yeah,
painting channel?
yeah, with Patreon
Yeah.
and
Or has she?
yeah,
Okay.
everything.
Yeah. So if you look at their social medias, which I do sometimes on glancing, they go from not being heard of, like 1,000 followers, to 53,000
Right,
followers
yeah.
in the space of a year. And then what you do then is once you leave and you've got those 53,000
Yeah,
followers,
just take them
even if 10% follow you and pay for you, that's your
yeah, £5
I'm
a
not
month.
saying
Yeah.
that's the reason, but I reckon that's got something to do with the fact in terms of don't use Games Workshop to springboard your own.
It's frustrating though, because these guys, like, you know, I mean, I don't digest the content, but I know that it's better content when you have someone that you like and going to events and talking to the sculptors and all this thing. It's
Agreed.
brilliant. Like,
Agreed.
you know, and you get to it humanizes Games Workshop, which because you get to meet and talk to like I said, my view on Games Workshop completely changed when I spoke to the sculptor David. I can't remember his surname, but before that, I'd been really alienated by it all. And then just one conversation with a guy making you realize that he has a lot of passion. He likes the uniqueness, blah, blah, blah. Having previously come from thinking Games Workshop is just, which don't get me wrong, it still is, but a corporation that is just pumping out as many models as humanly possible without any love for the product. Was the feeling I had. And obviously now, and since that conversation, I've actually started, I even bought some Elder, but my opinion has changed on the whole like thing.
I mean, just going to that point, with them not being there, I'm looking again at that map and I'm thinking, how do we fill our time?
In the hangout and paint, I think that's where we'll be for the whole time. I'm assuming you have to pay for that.
I don't think so. I think they do it at all the local Games Workshops. That you turn up and there's a model of the month and you paint it and you take it away.
Oh, I see. Yeah, still.
So you've got that. You've got your demo area. You've got your retail store.
Golden Demon, mate. We'll be in that for days. I promise you, Albert will be looking at every single model in full detail, and I'll be there.
I'll tell you another reason why it's difficult for me. It's because I'm spoiled in the sense that I'm 25 minutes away from Warhammer World.
Yeah, but not anymore.
So for me, that's why
you've seen all this crap, basically.
No. So for me, my standard is Warhammer World, and in there you've got the miniature. What do you call it?
Museum.
Yeah, the museum, which you can go into. You've got all the direct to order stuff. You've got all the Forge World stuff. You've got all the heavy metal stuff in the cabinets. As this is what you can buy. You've got Bugmans. When you've got all that there, I'm struggling to see what I do in Manchester.
Well, luckily you're missing a whole day or two. I honestly, I don't know. We're going to find out.
There is Laser Quest there, isn't there? They've got 40k theme Laser Quest. If we can get into that.
Where?
There, apparently. But it was advertised.
Look, literally, where would that be? Like,
I don't know where that is there. It makes me think that this isn't a complete map.
This is like level 1 and there's another level.
Yeah, but level 2's got all the great stuff. Like life-size Emperor model there.
And free models, as many as you can carry.
Yeah.
I was tempted to buy that £1,500 Golden Demon ticket, I have to say. I don't have that money. But
what does that include in it?
Lionel, it was called the premium best ticket in the world, and that made me want it.
Yeah.
I think they said that you got like, I don't know, 100 or 200% of the money you would put in models back. So obviously,
but there might not be models that you want. And
well, that's the issue.
If that's the case, why didn't you just go to Warhammer World and buy the models yourself?
No, because you get like, if the ticket was 1,500, you'd get £3,000 worth of models. Obviously I don't know the exact numbers, right? But that's the premise. You get a lot of. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? I hope that is. I don't know. I'm looking forward to spending time with the boys. Us just hanging out. I'm less interested. That's really what I'm excited about.
I'm looking to capture some of that Monte Sansevino
vibes. Exactly. There won't be an ice cream parlor there, Lionel. I can tell you that much.
There won't be nice food there.
I'm trying to drink it with the logo to stay there.
Okay. Um,
So yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Laser Quest was definitely there.
Okay, let's have a little Google. You keep talking, and I'll bring it up. Fuck's sake. Carry on.
No, I'm just trying to look because I'm trying to see on my small screen. What do we do? Check.
Warhammerfest laser tag.
Laser tag.
It's on Everbright, so I think you have to pay for it. £10 a ticket.
Lovely.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's definitely there, and it's in the Manchester General Windmill St Manchester. I guess that is it. Well, that's just the arena, is it?
I guess so.
Take part in a real life special ops mission with laser tag quest experience.
Yeah,
now in the UK for the first time. I'm actually going to send that to the lads and see if they want to do it. I would quite like that. If I get to be an Imperial Guard, fuck yeah. 8:30 a.m. sold out. 9 a.m. sold out. 10 a.m. sold out. 10:30 sold out.
Is it sold out?
Yeah, they're all sold out.
It will be.
Filter by date. It's only on Sunday, maybe not. Sunday, 8:30 a.m. sold out. Who the fuck is getting up on a fucking Sunday morning? Arseholes. Monday, 8:30. Sold out. All sold out. Oh, tickets. Monday, 8:30. No one's buying them. Of course no one is. They all want to get fucking home.
What, 8:30 in the evening?
6:30 p.m. Yeah.
You're joking.
No, I'm going to try and buy 4 tickets. Are you around on Monday evening, Lionel?
No, we've had this discussion, Jamie. I'm at a wedding.
Ooh. So if we did that, it's half an hour, 7. It's a 4-hour drive. We'd get home at quite late, 11 p.m. and have to drop the car off. And I'm still going to send. Oh, sorry, lads. Put that on the wrong window. I forgot we're in a cast here. So just trying to organize.
You know what? If nothing else, sometimes Golden Demon got lost in the chaos that was Warhammerfest. Now it'll get a lot more attention because there's only so much you can do walking that floor plan.
And if it is just one big arena and there's no rooms, that's quite cool because Golden Demon will just be part of it.
Yeah.
Part of me makes me annoyed because it means it will be loud. I absolutely loved that Golden Demon at Warhammer World. I don't know why I loved it, but I really fucking loved it. I'm really glad that we're going to Warhammer World on Thursday. Obviously, you go to it more often than I do. But yeah, Arnau is really excited about Laser Quest.
Is he?
Yeah, he goes, what? He obviously, I don't know about the emotion, but that's what I imagine. He goes, there's Laser Quest, like that. And he says, that's going to be the most epic thing of all. And then he did.
Are you being serious? Was that his response?
That's what he wrote. And then he did this, where you've got the cross and then the face like that. So it's like a, shock smile.
Target. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm genuinely do want to go, but it's way too late.
Well, I can't. I mean, it's only worthwhile if we were one team and we had some arch. Who do no?
Yeah. Who could we kill? Who's beating us at? There's loads of people that we could, Right. So yeah, I would like to. I mean, I'm assuming you don't die when you. I would love it if when you got shot, you went like, and then you were like. Have you seen?
Have you never played Quasar? Quasar?
Yeah, but they weren't electric packs. I was thinking of they're like this, and you shoot, and they're bugs, Starship Troopers, and the scene when they're training, and when they get shot, they really like 10,000 volts. Anyway, so obviously we're gonna go. If you're there, come and say hello. Absolutely. Because nothing keeps us warmer in bed at night knowing that somebody watches this show. Please like, subscribe, and share if you've enjoyed the show. I've been watching a lot.
We got on our t-shirt.
We've got a t-shirt for now. No, I wanted to have a special t-shirts made for all of us for this Golden Demon,
Okay.
like mini matters, and then like Golden Demon 2023 Albert 1 are now maybe. Like
Lionel couldn't make it.
yeah, exactly. Jamie, he was lucky to get a pin. So we're both we're all the team is really looking forward to Golden Demon. I think we're skeptical because we don't know the map, but I've no doubt that it will be a great event either way. We will be doing a highlights reel, of course, without the monologues in the middle.
Okay.
No one cares. And yeah, I'm glad that at least got Games Workshop have put it in an arena again, like a real one, not like Coventry where it was upstairs and quite small. And I am excited about the prospects.
I quite like the Coventry layout.
Well, maybe I've just got rose tinted glasses, whatever. But when I was a kid, having it in one big arena, seeing the photos. So.
No, I was going to say, I wonder if the buses go down. You know how each store used to carry a banner?
yeah, that was awesome.
It was also the
awesome.
height of. Yeah, it was also the height of when you look back at it. Cringe.
But that is what I sort of feel.
And you had to march behind your store banner if you came down on the coach.
Yeah, I remember going on the coach. I couldn't believe it. Didn't know anyone either back then. But yeah, I think that kind of stuff is what made the hobby what it is, Lionel. And I think, you know, when we don't do that kind of weirdo stuff, which we definitely don't do anymore. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's become like I said, it's become too mainstream and cool now, isn't it? For that stuff.
Basically, yeah. There's not real nerds anymore. Not like the old days.
No. not walking down the school corridor and everybody wanting to punch you. Not like those.
The glory days. Well, I actually, in a really depressing way to end the show, I actually think it's worse now with social media. And the only caveat is, if you're good at online gaming, you're probably not a nerd, because everyone will.
No, what's frustrating is everything that made you a nerd when I was young now makes you cool.
Yeah.
So collecting comic books, guaranteed to get a good filling in, like get punched. Now everyone loves the MCU. Everybody's a comic book collector. Everybody says, well, actually, on page 45, they've got YouTube channels about it. They influence the basis of their Marvel comic knowledge.
The only problem is we're not on the floor. We're not in school, so we don't actually know the like micro game of bullying anymore.
Well, you know what? Maybe they've just. I like to think that the younger generation has just matured now, where people just accept people. I think they do generally accept people, and bullying.
I think it's like
on.
Facetious and like bullshit. Like they'll accept them on the face of it, and then like they'll get bullied. Anyway, it's a bit too dark for hobby, unless you want to.
But anyway, miniature painting, guaranteed to get a kicking. Yeah. Comic book collecting, guaranteed to get a kicking. Now, people are running YouTube channels, and making a list of stuff.
The bigger your Warhammer collection, the more popular you are.
The more for rock star you are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. To go back in time, I used to have curtains. Can you believe that? In fact, hold on.
I can believe that.
Hold on.
I can believe that.
Stay there.
So just because things were good once, it doesn't mean that they're still good.
What, curtains?
He's basically, yeah, and he's at the end of it, he's like a 50-year-old man, and he's still got his curtains. But
I'll be honest, we are recording, but I saw a bloke with curtains the other day in Hamburg, and don't get me wrong, he was like a young chap, good looking, like he kept showing himself, but he just had curtains. I just couldn't get past the fact that he had curtains, like. But yeah. Oh,
is that premise? If you stay with something long enough, it comes back in fashion.
Yeah, right. I mean that is true in some capacity. So 704. There you go.
What are we waiting for?
I'm trying to get the right image, but I can't apparently select. So 1704.
Computer can't hack it.
3, maybe the 3 o'clock. No, okay, it's not the 3 o'clock one. I should have paused. Sorry, everyone. 16. Right, there you go. Right, there you go. That's me as a wee.
Yeah, but I can't see curtains there.
That's why I said. That's why I said it's not really curtains. I forgot I didn't have curtains.
It's not.
I did have curtains later. Okay. Anyway, look, that's me painting Warhammer.
Oh, with your curtains.
Well, saved it.
Wasn't it? Yeah, wasn't it an undercut back in then? So that looks like I don't know.
Basically, I just had shaved sides, and then my dad just left the fringe for some reason, and then he would thin the fringe out with scissors.
Oh, your dad cut your hair.
Yeah, for my whole life. Yeah.
Oh, immediately it's become uncool again. So even if it was a cool haircut,
Yeah.
I now feel sorry for you because your dad cut your hair.
Did a good job looking at it. No, I didn't. I think my parents cut my hair till I was like 23.
Behave.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have to cut it. It's just like I used to just let my hair grow out for 6 months and then shave it because I absolutely hated hair. Like, I think the best thing that ever happened to me was that I've gone bald because I really resented having hair.
Really?
Yeah. Gosh, honestly, I hated it.
Wait a minute, I've just noticed. Have you got patches of hair missing?
No, it's the flash from. It's the shine.
Okay. You weren't attacked by a zombie before then.
Yeah, it just had holes in my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that. I don't know if other people did, but I didn't have a lamp, and I painted just with the light from there. That's what we all did back then, right?
Yeah, we never had. It's like if you wanted a hill on your wargaming table, you got a book.
Yeah, put it under like
you slid it underneath the gaming mat. All this. Don't know how good you've got it, kids.
The glory days. Well, who was it that I was talking? Like, I'm pretty sure Albert. He was painting with a lamp back when he was a wee kid.
Was he?
Well, he had to have been, because otherwise, how the hell did he get such good results?
I don't know what his results were like when he was a kid. Was he good?
But didn't he win Golden Demon at like 17, 18 or something?
No idea.
Right. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on. You got it. Yeah. Hold on. I don't want that. Right. I will pause. Okay. So this is what I would do. Right. A very moody photo of me. That was my hair after like 6 months. Yeah.
Right.
Little sideways. Okay. So that was like literally that was all I'd do. I just let it grow out.
What made you so angry?
It was too bright, mate. And then yeah, I just cut it all off, and that would be it. And then I'd obviously they'd trim all that up. It's quite long actually. They didn't go very short, did we? My sister used to cut at this point, and then that was
what was the lowest blade back then? Didn't it? It used to be a 3 or something, didn't it?
Well,
it wasn't a 0.5 or
no. They had well, if you just took the thing off, you'd get the completely.
Well,
but then I didn't want to go full bald because I didn't want to be like a Nazi racist. So we'd go for like a 1 or a 2. I don't know, something.
To be fair, with how serious and angry your face looks, and
racist,
and that
yeah,
and how close that's shaved. If I saw you walking down the street, I'd probably cross the road.
No, I don't want any of this.
I don't want any of this. I know where this is going.
But yeah, that. So anyway, this hair was a nightmare. Like, I don't know. Like, thinking back, I don't know why I let it get as long as it did before.
It's not that long.
Well, it got longer, I think, because there's photos of me looking like.
And you're clearly unhappy with the length of it from that photo.
I don't know why. That to me is just way too broody and like I don't understand the photo. But there you go. What can you do? Oh man, I loved my first car. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Back at you.
That's it. We will be at Golden Demon on Friday.
Yeah.
Warhammerfest.
Can't wait. And thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We can live stream when we get there because we'll have the content creators Wi-Fi.
Cool.
The new Blackmagic camera that they're releasing. So the 6K camera I've got is Blackmagic. The new one has live stream built in.
Are you taking Jamie's drone to the?
Oh God! Imagine they let me fly in the event.
No,
the ceiling is really tall.
Yeah. Do it on the Monday when I'm not there, so I don't know.
Do it once the thing's been done. Also, I'll wear a wig and they'll never know it's me. Thanks, guys. See you later.
See you later. Take care, guys.
Cheers, bye. Love you too. Bye.